My name is Sarah. I am 41 years old. I have been married to Michael for 15 years. We have 2 children, a house with a garden, Sunday morning pancakes, anniversary dinners. The kind of ordinary, beautiful life people say they want. And for 15 years, I believed we chose each other. I believed our story started the day we met. Then I found the box, and I learned the truth. I was not his first choice. I was the woman he chose when the woman he loved said no. It started with the attic. We were finally cleaning it out after years of saying we would. Michael was at work. The kids were at school. I was alone with boxes of our past. I climbed the creaky stairs with a cup of coffee. Dust particles floated in the afternoon light. Old college textbooks, baby clothes. We could not let go of Christmas decorations, tax returns, normal things, and then pushed far into the corner under a dusty blanket, a wooden box I had never seen before. Small, plain, dark wood, locked, but the key was taped underneath. I should have left it alone. I should have asked him first. But something in me already knew. This was not our box. This was his from before me. I turned the key. The lock clicked. I opened it. Inside were letters, dozens of them, tied with a faded ribbon, all addressed to Michael, all from the same person, Rachel. The handwriting was beautiful, careful cursive, the kind people do not use anymore. I picked up the first letter. The paper was thin, old, dated 20 years ago, before I even met him. The letters told a story I was not part of. Michael and Rachel together for 3 years in college. The hidden box. The first letter was from early in their relationship. You are my forever person. When you look at me, I feel like I am home. I sat on the dusty attic floor and read words meant for someone else. The early letters were full of dreams. She wrote about the house they would buy, marriage, children, growing old together. All the things Michael and I actually did. But she said them first. She dreamed them first. Then something shifted in the letters. Rachel started talking about opportunities. A gallery in Paris wanted her work, a residency in Berlin, a chance to become the artist she dreamed of being. Michael told her to stay. They could build a life here. She could paint anywhere. But Rachel wanted everywhere. The letters became painful. Arguments on paper, her begging him to understand, him begging her to choose him. Why cannot you understand that I need this? She wrote, This is my dream, Michael. And then the final letter dated 16 years ago, 2 weeks before Michael proposed to me. The paper shook in my hands. Michael, I cannot marry you. I love you. But if I stay, I will spend my life wondering who I could have been, and one day I will resent you for it. I am choosing my dream. I am choosing Paris. I hope you understand. I am so sorry. Please do not hate me, Rachel. I sat on the attic floor for a long time. 15 years of my marriage suddenly different. 2 weeks. 2 weeks after she left him, he met me. I remember that day so clearly now. A coffee shop on a Tuesday afternoon. I was reading a book, something funny. He walked past my table, stopped bid-plussed, came back. Excuse me, he said. I just had to know what book makes someone laugh like that. I looked up. He was handsome, nervous. There was something sad in his eyes, something I mistook for depth. We talked for 2 hours. He asked for my number. I thought it was fate. I thought the universe brought us together. But the universe did not bring us together. Rachel's rejection did. 3 months later, he proposed in that same coffee shop. "I have never been more sure of anything," he said. "I thought it was romantic. I thought he was sure. I thought he chose me. But he did not choose me. He chose not to be alone. He chose me last after Rachel, after she walked away." Rachel's letters. When Michael came home that evening, I was at the kitchen table, the box in front of me, Rachel's letters spread out. He saw them immediately. The color drained from his face. "Sarah, 2 weeks," I said quietly. "You proposed to me 2 weeks after she left you." He closed his eyes. "You went through the box. You kept it," I said, "for 15 years. Through our wedding, through our children, through our children, through every anniversary. When you told me I was the love of my life. You kept her letters in our attic. I forgot. They were there. You did not forget. You hid them. You hid her." He sat down across from me. "I did not want to hurt you. You did not want me to know that I was your backup plan. That is not what you were." "Then what was I, Michael?" Silence. Heavy. Finally he nodded. "Yes. I met you 2 weeks after she left me. I was broken. That part is true. I loved Rachel," he said quietly. "When she left, I thought my life was over. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Everything reminded me of her. I was so angry, so hurt. I felt like I had wasted 3 years on someone who did not choose me." He looked at me. "Then I met you at that coffee shop. You were reading and laughing. You looked up and smiled at me. I thought you were the most alive person I had ever seen. I had felt dead for 2 weeks. 2 weeks after she left. Yes, I was broken. And you were light. You did not know about Rachel. You did not look at me with pity. You just saw me. I asked you out because I wanted to feel something other than pain." That part is true. My hands were shaking. "But Sarah," he continued, "I fell in love with you, really in love. Not rebound love, not replacement love. I fell in love with who you are. I chose to open my heart again. I chose to trust again. I chose to build a life with you. I chose you every single day for 15 years. You chose me because she was not available. I chose you because you were." He said, "And then I chose you because I loved you. Because you became my best friend. Because when Emma was born, I looked at you and thought, this is my family. This is everything. That is not the same thing, is it not?" I did not sleep that night. I did not sleep that night. I lay beside him in the dark. This man I thought I knew. I could hear him breathing, steady, deep. How could he sleep? 2 children slept down the hall. Children who existed because another woman said no. And I asked myself the hardest question. Does it matter? Does it matter that I was not his first choice? Does it matter that he only noticed me because his heart was broken? Does it matter that if Rachel had said yes, I would never have been his wife? I would have met someone else, lived a completely different life. And the truth is, yes, it mattered. Because for 15 years, I believed our love story started with me, with us. But it did not start with me. It started with her rejection. I was not the beginning. I was what came after, the confrontation. The next morning, Michael left something on the table. 3 journals, old, worn. a note on top. Please read these, then decide. I love you. I opened the first one, dated 16 years ago, the day after Rachel left. I do not know how to breathe without her. Everything reminds me of her. I do not know how to be angry and heartbroken at the same time. Page after page of grief. Then 2 weeks later, I met someone today. Sarah, she made me laugh. I have not laughed in 2 weeks. I did not think I could. I kept reading. She is so different from Rachel. Rachel was always chasing something. Sarah is just present. She is here right now, and that feels like a gift. I told Sarah about my heartbreak. She just listened. We are both broken people, trying to be whole. Maybe that is enough. I think I'm falling in love with her. Can you fall in love when you are still grieving someone else? I do not know. If it matters, I proposed to Sarah today. I know it is fast. Everyone says it is too soon. But I don't want to lose her. Rachel chose her dream. I'm choosing Sarah. I'm choosing us. Years later, Emma was born today. Sarah was so strong. I have never loved anyone the way I love Sarah. Rachel was my first love, the love that taught me what heartbreak feels like, but Sarah is my forever. The love that taught me what home feels like. Jacob started kindergarten today. Sarah cried. I laughed at her. This is my life. This ordinary, beautiful life. Rachel was a dream I had when I was young. Sarah is the reality I built when I grew up. Another entry. 15 years married today. I thought about Rachel this morning. Wondered where she is, if she is happy. And then Sarah brought me coffee in bed and smiled at me, and I realized Rachel was the woman I loved when I was young. Sarah is the woman I chose when I grew up. She is not my first love, but she is my last love, and last is the one that stays. I closed the journal, tears on my face. Michael came home that evening. I was still at the table. I read them, I said. He waited afraid. You chose me last. Yes, you chose me because she left. Yes, if she had stayed, we would not exist. No, we would not. I took a breath. But you chose me every day after that. I did. I do. I will. I looked at this man, 15 years, 2 children, 1,000 ordinary moments, late-night conversations, his hand in mine during every hard thing, every beautiful thing. I was your last choice, but I was still your choice. You were not my last choice, he said gently. You were my final choice. Last means I settled. Final means I found what I was looking for and stopped searching. You were my final choice, Sarah, and the final choice, have never regretted it, not once. Maybe there is a difference. Maybe being someone's second chance is not the same as being their second choice. Maybe love is not about who you think of first. Maybe it is about who you choose to stay with, who you choose every single day. Rachel was his first to love, but I am his chosen love, his daily love, his come home to love. And maybe that is enough. We did not fix everything that night. Trust takes time to rebuild. There were more conversations, more questions. But I understand something now. Being chosen last does not mean being loved less. Sometimes it means being loved more intentionally, more completely. Michael loved Rachel with the passion of someone who does not yet know loss. He loves me with the wisdom of someone who does. He loves me with gratitude, with presence, with the knowledge that love is a choice you make every single day. I will never be his first love, but I am his last love. And in the end, that is the one that matters. Because first loves teach you what love feels like. They teach you about passion. They break your heart, but last teach you what love is. They teach you about commitment. They stay when things are hard. He chose me last after heartbreak, after loss. And I choose to believe that means I am the one he was meant to find all along. She taught him what he did not want. I showed him what he did. He chose me last, but I will be the one who stays. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, please like the video, don't share it, and subscribe to Classical English Stories. Your support helps more stories reach people like you. Oh, with every story, our English gets better and our hearts get stronger.